Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Dr. Magnesium, and today we're going to be doing a second video on UPFs following on from last week's video which described what a UPF is and outline the Nova classification system. Today we're going to be looking at the first why. So we're going to be splitting these videos up to what is a UPF, why do companies choose to make UPFs or to add UPFs into food or to convert foods into UPF, why do humans choose to eat diets which are so high in UPF, and the final video will be looking at the damage caused by UPF and the effects of UPF and the chemicals within the UPF on the body. So this is just going to be a really quick, hopefully 5 minutes while we've got a break in the weather. As you can probably see, it's raining outside, but it's not too loud at the moment, so we should be able to hear me. So we'll quickly get into it then. So why do companies use UPFs? And the reason for that is depressingly familiar, I'm afraid. It is for profit. And there's several different ways that companies can make profits or can generate profit from UPFs. The first is by driving sales, by driving desire to eat UPF. And that can often be caused by just eating UPF itself. There's been many studies that have showed over the years that a diet high in UPFs causes people to eat more UPF. So there's a big Italian study a few years ago, which was a randomized control trial, which split participants into two groups. And one group could eat anything from a UPF table. The second group could eat anything from a non-UPF table. Halfway through the study, they switched over and they could eat non-UPFs or minimal UPFs versus UPFs. Both groups allowed to eat whatever they wanted. There was no restrictions. And by the end of the study, it showed that the groups who were eating UPFs or a diet high in UPF were consuming on average around 500 calories per day more than the other group, the opposite non-UPF group. There was also a significant weight gain within that group, but we'll talk about that later on in a different video. So that's the first reason. The first reason is to generate sales. So if people buy more, companies make more profit. The second reason is there's often an overlap, a shared ownership of companies. So the companies that make these chemicals that go into the food and make food UPF often have interests within the food sector as well. So there's a vested interest. So they're getting paid to put their own chemicals in food and then they sell this on. So that's the second way. And the third way, and most common and profitable way, is by reselling food, reselling natural food products. And the best way to explain this is use an example, which I often use, of yogurt. So if you have a natural yogurt, food companies will then take out the natural goodness of the yogurt, so the sugars, the proteins, the fats. They'll remove them from the yogurt. They'll put them into different foods, whatever way. They'll chemically alter them, they'll process them, and they'll stick them into different foods, or they can sell them as protein directly, for example, for muscle products, weight gain products. So they're making the money by taking the natural ingredients out of the yogurt and reselling it on. They're then left with a unappetizing gloop, which people wouldn't choose to eat. So what they then do, they will then use chemicals, often from their own companies. They'll thicken this gloop up by using gums and stabilizers to give it a good mouth feel, so they get a mouth texture, so you feel like you're eating a nice creamy yogurt. They then add the flavorings in, again coming from their own companies, and they'll make this artificial product. This artificial product is free from fats, free from sugars, so they will then sell this as a premium product. This will be a health product which is low in sugar or zero sugar. It'll be low in carbs, it'll be low in calories, and they can sell this as a health product at a premium. So they've took this one product, they've took all the goodness out, they've processed this, and whatever goodness was is no longer good. It's added into other products, and what they've been left over with, they resell as a health product. And that's the three main ways that companies make profit from UPFs. And that's the driver behind it for the companies. That's why they do it. They do it to make to stretch products out, to make products last longer on the shelf, to be able to transport products easier. This all comes within one of them three categories of how they make the money. But it's simple. they do it to make money. It drives profit, makes money for themselves. Not good for us, it's not healthy, although they claim it's healthy. But one rule just before I leave, because I can see the rain coming back on now, you probably won't be able to hear me in a couple of minutes, but one tip, what I was always told, if something is in plastic, either entombed in plastic, wrapped in plastic, and claims to be healthy, it invariably is not healthy. It's often, if you take something out, you've got to put something back in, and the something that you put back in is usually toxins, chemicals, which are not good for us. So that's the end of this video. I said it was going to be brief, and it was a nice quick 5-minute video. The next video we're going to do will be on why humans choose to eat such high percentages of UPFs, and I'll hopefully upload that later this week. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.